Ooh. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with the new horror pack. Now, this one doesn't just sound and feel like it's absolutely full of stuff more than usual, it also looks like it's about to burst open. So let's get right into it. Now, this is also going to be a Blu-ray DVD collection update video as well. I was mainly waiting for this and another package to arrive, but I figured since this arrived, I should go ahead and open it. And may as well just get the rest of the stuff that I already have here with me out of the way as far as the collection videos go. Okay, so as from the looks of it, they have not... Okay, it looks like we got some kind of special edition thing in here, which looks great, but from the looks of it, they're not doing the bubble wrap packaging anymore, which is kind of a shame. I kind of dug that, but let's just go right into it. First, we have this movie called The Woods. It is a movie that features Bruce Campbell. Bruce and Emma Campbell. I think that's him and his. I think is Bruce Campbell married? I don't know, but this looks to be an all-girls boarding school nestled deep within the forest. This newest student isn't like the others. She hears voices, left by her parents, played by Bruce and Emma Campbell, under the menacing watch of the headmistress and the eerie staff. She quickly realizes that nothing at Falburn is what it seems when her classmates begin mysteriously disappearing into the forest. Heather uncovers a horrifying secret and receives an education in terror. At Falburn, the biggest lesson to be learned is that there is no escaping the woods. Alright. Usually a movie like this that has artwork that reminds me of a Lifetime Network original, usually I would be turned off by that, but because Bruce motherfucking Campbell, even if he's only in this for a few seconds, is in it, I'm going to give it a shot. You can even see him here on the back, and he is looking fantastic as always. I am sorry my camera cannot pick that up, but alright, cool. First one, that's not bad. Next, we got... Oh, fuck. Let's see. How to Save Us. Survive the Horror. From the director of the FP and All Superheroes Must Die. When Brian Everett's younger brother Sam goes missing on an island in the middle of the middle of a mysterious quarantine, Brian is forced to traverse across enemy lines to save his brother from an army of ghosts. By following Sam's rules of survival, but will this buy enough time for Brian to find his brother, or will they both get stuck in this hellish realm of the dead forever? Brought to life with a bone-chilling and brilliant score from acclaimed composer Tori Letzer, who has worked on American Horror Story, Phil Miller's astonishing cinematography, and Trost's directorial instincts. How to Save Us is being lauded by critics as a powerful, somewhat introspective look at a family through the eyes of a man who has lost his, and an independent film with a strong foundation in genre and a uniquely vivid vision. Now, I'll be honest, I first saw the cover for this and I'm like, that looks stupid. Then I noticed that this guy on the cover has a power glove on his hand, and the last movie I saw involving a power glove, the last two movies I should say I saw involving a power glove were Turbo Kid, which was absolutely amazing, and Buzzard, which is really good. Let's see, clever mashup of the zombie apocalypse, thriller, and ghost story genres, a lo-fi adventure that drives an EMP wave straight through the heart, yet it doesn't forget to haunt. This sounds very, very interesting. I am definitely up for checking that one out. Next is one that I already actually own both of these movies, but because they're in this double pack, I'm kind of happy because Well, the second one I don't own on a singular DVD. It's in a 4-pack, so this works better for me. But it's House and House 2, the second story. These are pretty famous little horror comedies. The first one is an absolutely amazing horror comedy. Second one is a bit iffy, but it's still fun as hell to watch. Um, I will always say that House is one of my favorite kind of haunted house horror comedies of all time. I have an autograph from one of the guys who was doing it was one of his first roles. He was doing the voices of some of the little monsters in the house, and I have his autograph hanging on my wall, which that's always cool. But yeah, I don't think House needs any introduction. Basically, the first one's about a Vietnam War veteran novelist who his son goes missing, and he decides to stay at the house where his son was last seen. And then things get creepy as well as a bit goofy and funny. And there's this overall like creepy feeling that all of this isn't actually happening and that it's all in the main character Roger Cobb's head because he was in Vietnam. The second one has no connection, but it's like a guy inherits a house and he meets his 175-year-old grandfather who's a mummy, and it's just all kinds of like absolutely wild. I really enjoy the House movies, so I'm not even gonna complain here. I own every single one of the House movies, even the obscure as hell fourth one that was actually the third one. Now, this last thing looks interesting. It is. I guess this is the big thing for it being October, and this is the one thing that was really weighing this box down. But it is the Bloodfest Rest in Pieces set. I have no idea what any of this is, but from the looks of it, it looks like a bunch of it looks like movies from Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci, which is actually really cool. Let's see what we got on here. We got The Thirsty Dead, by members of a cult who must feast on young flesh and blood in order to remain immortal. I have no idea any about that one. Sisters of Death. 5 women are a member of a secret club who attend a reunion at a remote castle, and they're trapped by an evil man on the edge of madness. House by the Cemetery. Who doesn't know House by the Cemetery? An old mansion where the Boyle family has taken up residence. A deranged doctor has been killing the inhabitants of the home since 1879, using the flesh cells of his victims to stay alive. Bloody Wednesday. Again, this is another one. I have no idea what Bloody Wednesday is. But the last one, the Hatchet Murders, that is Dario Argento's Deep Red. I think that's the American cut. But actually, I'm going to open this one on camera because this is a really cool little set. Even if they're all... It says they're all rated PG-13 and that they're all full screen or letterbox, which basically means that they're almost unwatchable. And I think just them being labeled PG-13 is probably a misprint, or these are all edited, but you can't really edit down. I really don't think you could edit down House by the Cemetery to a PG-13 and it still be worth a while and it still be as creepy as it is. But yeah, let's just open this fucker right up because I'm interested as hell in seeing if there's any like other special packaging. Oh, it literally is attached, and the movies themselves come in this digibook. Oh. Not a very sturdy digibook from the looks of it. Things are falling out. So yeah, we got The Thirsty Dead. We got Sisters of Death. We got House by the Cemetery, Bloody Wednesday, and The Hatchet Murders. And these are, and it comes in a little coffin-shaped digibook, which is, I don't know, is this still a digibook? That disc is falling out. The disc for Bloody Wednesday is falling out. I will say this, even though the packaging here is nice, it is not good at keeping the DVDs in, because the middle things are just, like, weird styrofoam caps. So you really gotta push this fucking disc back in there. But yeah, no, that's not bad. I actually do not own Deep Red as of yet. I'm still gonna buy the release from Blue Underground because I'm sure the version in this one isn't too great. But that's a pretty cool little set of like a lot of. I'm guessing these are mostly Italian horror films. Um, yeah, no, Horror Pack pulled it off again. I mean, they gave us not 4 movies this time. They gave us 4 releases of what is that, like 1, 2, 3 of 8 movies. So 8 movies for about $20 with free shipping. That is absolutely bitchin'. I dig this. I totally dig this. I don't know how I'm gonna put this on my shelf because it feels like something that you really couldn't put on your shelf, but that's still cool as hell. I like the packaging. Now, on to the random Blu-ray and DVD collection update. This is all Arrow and Scream Factory stuff, except for one thing, which is a bootleg I made myself for just one particular reason. Is a little bootleg of a little movie called Absurd from 1981, which is the kind of unofficial sequel to Anthropophagus, which I do own the official release of. Absurd is out of print in the U.S. like crazy, going for hundreds of dollars. And as much as I like Absurd, I do not want to pay more than maybe $20 for it. I know I'm pretty sure there's a UK Blu-ray release of it from 88 Films, but I don't think that one is region free. If it is, I'll pick it up, but if it's not, I can't really do anything about it. But that's just a quick little bootleg update. Next, we got a big ass stack of stuff that's really expensive, and I'm happy to own it. I guess we'll start from the beginning. So first, I got the new Blu-ray release of The Hills Have Eyes from Arrow Video, which is a very nice release. Comes with a documentary, new audio commentary from Michael Berryman, and a poster, just like Arrow used to do with their releases. They're bringing it back, which I really dig it. And the paper that this is printed on is very sturdy. It also comes with a little booklet with that's just like writings, stuff written about the film, as well as the movie itself on Blu-ray with the alternate ending in HD for the first time, with reversible cover art with the original artwork, which I prefer the original artwork. I do think this is probably one of my favorite Wes Craven movies, at least out of the stuff he put out in the 70s. I definitely think this is a better film than Last House on the Left. But yeah, there's not much really to say here. It's a nice ass set, and it's like $27 right now, which is very much worth it, at least in my opinion. But that's the first one. Next, we got some Scream Factory stuff. I got the new Blu-ray of The Thing, which I pre-ordered it through Amazon. I didn't get to pre-order the deluxe edition with the ultimate posters and art stuff. I definitely would have if I would have been told ahead of time, because I spent a bunch of money that week, and then the limited edition came out and it sold out in before I could get my next paycheck. But yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. What else is there to say about this movie? It is one of the best horror movies ever made, and easily one of the best horror films of the 80s. What I really like about this is it's got 2 discs, both Blu-ray. You got the regular film, and then you have the network TV broadcast version of The Thing. You got 3 old featurettes. You got outtakes. You got a documentary on the making of the film. Interviews, commentary with John Carpenter, Kurt Russell, and Dean Cundy. And a new 2K scan of the inner positive. And very nice. The new artwork is good, but I really dig the old school artwork. And another thing I dig about Scream Factory is if they do a release like this, they always put the other poster artwork on the discs, which that might be a little hard to see, but because my lighting setup is absolute shit. But still, it is an absolutely amazing set, and it is the Thing is one of those movies everybody should see at least once. Next, I got some stuff that was on the Scream Factory Shocktober sale. mainly I mainly got these two things, which I got the Sentinel based on a recommendation from my good friend Andrew from the New Fury, who also has his own YouTube channel now. If you guys are interested in that, his link is in the description below. He's just starting out, but I just wanted to show some support. But he told me about this one, and I decided to buy it on a whim. And it absolutely blew me away how creepy and how cool this movie was. I legitimately thought it was absolutely an amazing movie. Next is one from Scream Factory that I didn't own for the longest time, and I always wondered why I never really bought it before. It's The Phantom of the Paradise, which is one of my favorite horror musicals next to Rocky Horror Picture Show. And it's just a fantastic release. I was waiting for it to get to a right price for me, but yeah, it's Phantom of the Paradise. I really enjoy this movie, and I'm surprised they still had slipcovers in. I didn't know if they had any more of the slipcovers for it or not. I expected to get it without one, and I got it with one, which is cool. Next is one of the big boy releases that I'm really happy to get my hands on. It is the Vestron Video Collector Series, Waxwork 1 and 2, both fully restored and both in widescreen. Both in widescreen, especially the original. The original first Waxwork movie is in widescreen, and it is completely unrated, which is absolutely amazing because I love the original one, and the only version I had was the full screen uncut version. Both of them are on separate discs, which is very nice, and the artwork is flippable. You can have just the regular Waxwork, the first Waxwork movie artwork, or you can flip it and have the second one, and then the slipcover features both of them, which is very nice. Something I do have to complain about is Vestron Video. This new Vestron Video Collector Series is really fucking pissing me off because they're charging, this was a $30 Blu-ray, and I mainly bought it because I heard that these are going to be limited edition, although I'm sure that that is just a bunch of bullshit. But still, to charge $30 for a release like this that doesn't even have that many special features or anything, you know, versus something like this release of The Thing, for example, which has new cover art and TV cut of the movie, new interviews, you know, documentaries on the making of, and this just has, let's see, audio commentary, trailer, still gallery, and a couple featurettes. And that's it for both movies. Yet this has two cuts of the movie and all kinds of other shit, and this is a $30 release. Or, should I say a just as good example, this release of The Hills Have Eyes. This is a nearly $30 release right here, and this comes with a booklet, poster, all kinds of special features, the alternate ending presented in HD for the first time, a documentary on the making of the film, and a brand new 2K restoration from the original negative. Now that is great. Also, reversible cover art that isn't just like the original cover art or alternate cover art. It's new cover art and art cards inside the case of the movie itself for $30 versus this, which is nothing. It's the big reason why I want to get the release of Chopping Mall and Blood Diner, because I really like both those movies, but at the same time, they're paying $30 for those movies when they don't have any features or anything else other than the fact that they're finally on Blu-ray. Doesn't really do it for me. So I think this is going to be my only buy from Vestron Video Blu-ray collection for now, at least. And finally, the big boy. This isn't a new release. This is actually, this one came out like earlier this year. This isn't a newer release, but I wanted to show it off mainly because A, I bought it, and B, I think I got it for a damn good price. It's the American Horror Project Volume 1. At first, when I first heard about this set, I was interested. I didn't really want to get it because I felt like it would just be, it wouldn't be that great. And then I watched Malatesta's Carnival of Blood online, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I realized that the best way to probably own it would be to buy the American Horror Project box set. So I bought it mainly for Malatesta's Carnival of Blood, and also because I'm pretty sure it is sold out from Arrow at this point, so it is officially out of print, which means it's going to be skyrocketing in prices. So I figured let's try and find a decent priced copy, and I found a new copy on eBay for $40 for this box set. That was originally, I think it was like 60 when it first came out, and yeah, I've already watched all the movies in the set. I still have to say Malatesta's Carnival of Blood is probably my favorite in the set, with The Witch Who Came from the Sea at a close second. Actually, not even at a close second, just at second, and The Premonition for being very, very last. That one was pretty lackluster, and I was really interested in checking that one out, but still, it's a nice ass set, and I got it for $40 when it is now. I see new copies of this sealed on eBay going for like hundreds of dollars. So I'm happy to get this sealed for that much. And I've heard that they're going to release these movies individually. At least that's what I have heard. I didn't want to wait, and I figured just screw it, because it's going to be like another year until, and I wanted to get this set anyway because it's a nice ass set. So yeah, that is actually it for my Blu-ray DVD collection update, as well as the unboxing of the new horror pack. The new horror pack was very, very satisfying in my opinion, although I think they could have gone for something other than the maybe something other than like the one Bruce Campbell movie. I'm not saying, again, I love Bruce Campbell. I mean, I have a picture with him right here, but I just think maybe they could have just thrown some like obscure Halloween horror films in there, some stuff like maybe, I don't know, Scary Movie, although that one doesn't have an official release, so that's kind of ridiculous. Maybe Satan's Little Helper, that would be a cool one to throw in there. But anyway, guys, this is Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews signing off. As you can see, it has been 12 hours since I reviewed Terror Toons 3, and I'm still alive. Thank God I have not died yet.